What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, we're back to talk about my 1973 Ford Mustang title issue. I've seen a lot of you commenting on some of my recent videos. I actually put the 73 Mustang up for sale along with my 87 Buick Grand National and my 91 Pontiac Firebird Formula, and I saw a ton of questions about how are you selling the Mustang without a title. Well, obviously I'm not selling the Mustang without a title, guys. That's not something Copart will allow you to do. That's not something any auction is going to allow you to do. You've got to have the title on you before you sell it. So obviously, yes, I do have a title, and I'm sure you guys are wondering how I went about doing it. Maybe I got one out of Virginia, or maybe I paid to get a bonded title, or maybe I finally just got it done the right way. And the third option is the option I went with. I got it done the right way. As it turns out, the tag agency I went to is not, it's a small town tag agency, okay? I'm not going to call them out or anything because it was an honest mistake on their part. It's a very small tag agency in a very small town. They're not used to doing titles from different states. So the title for this car came from New York. And the problem with that is this is a 1973. I had a lot of you saying I need to run a Carfax report. Guys, you can't do a Carfax report on a VIN number that is not 17 digits. This VIN number is like 12 or 14 or something. It's definitely shy of 17 digits. Carfax does not work on this car. In fact, almost anywhere you try to type in the VIN number, nothing is going to pop up unless you find where it sold recently for $24,000. And by the way, I was able to verify that it did actually sell a few months before I bought it for $24,000. I know, I'm just as shocked as you are. Meanwhile, I've got it listed on Copart. I'm barely able to get $7,000 out of it. Needless to say, that's not going to happen. So here's what I did. I went to a bigger tag agency in the city, one that I would normally use. It's like my normal go-to tag agency. And when I went there, they knew exactly what was wrong with it. There's something called like MVITIS, MVITIS, like motor vehicle identification number something. I don't understand all of that stuff because I don't work at a tag agency. But anyway, I took the title there. They were able to look it up in the system, and they knew exactly what went wrong. In New York, if it doesn't have 17 digits, if it's an older vehicle, typically they don't update their MVITIS thing, record, whatever, and it's a national record. I did not know this, but all of these vehicles have a national record. It all goes into this national database, and this Mustang was not in it properly because New York didn't do it. They did not enter the transfer of ownership from that MVITIS thing because it was an older car, and I guess we're lucky we even had a title for it at all. So as soon as the auction company that I bought it from, ACV Auctions, I got in touch with them. I was tired of playing games, and I said, look, it's not my responsibility to figure out the title work. All I know is that Oklahoma won't give me a title. So New York demanded a rejection letter in order to get the title. For them to enter it into the MVITIS thing, New York wanted proof from Oklahoma that they denied my title. Oklahoma would not give me the proof. So I could not get, it was a real, bureaucracy, red tape type of situation. This is exactly what it was. It was a real pain in the ass. It really was. It was frustrating. I was aggravated because I'm ready to sell the car and now I can't sell it. I might not be able to sell it. I spent money on the tires. I fixed the starter properly so that it won't fall off again. I put some work into it and I'm ready to let it go only to be told that I'm screwed. Now let me real quick show you the starter. It was simply missing a bolt. I was concerned that the transmission bell housing was stripped out on this, and that's why it was missing a bolt, but it wasn't. I actually found a bolt in my bucket of bolts, and that sucker's in there. Like you can see, there's no gap, and if you look behind, you should be able to see where it's actually starting to come through the other side right there. Yeah, the top bolt is in, the bottom bolt is in, the starter no longer moves around, and it's not going to fall out anymore. And I guess while we're under here, you can kind of take a look and see the underside of the car, because, as I said, it is up for sale. What's that old saying? It's for sale, not on sale. Look, I get it. Not everybody's made of money, and this is an old car, and it's one of those kind of quirky ones that not everybody's particularly interested in purchasing, and I knew that when I got it, but I love the old car. That's what it comes down to, and that's why I bought it. I love it. I think it's a beautiful car. It's not leaking anything. The starter works perfectly now. It's got a brand new set of Cooper Cobra radial GTs all the way around. The heat works. It doesn't have air conditioning, but the heat works. All the gauges work. It's a great cruiser. 351 Cleveland, 3-speed automatic that averages 16.8 miles a gallon. It's a great car just to cruise in. Now, with that said, the result is, finally, I had to get the auction company to contact the Oklahoma Motor Vehicle Division. And once they did that, once they got in touch with them, they followed the right channels, they were able to get a rejection letter from the state of Oklahoma. That rejection letter went to New York, at which point New York then manually entered the VIN number into this Inventus, whatever system. And as soon as they did, instantaneously, it was good. I got a call from the auction company saying, hey, it's done. It's a wrap. You can title it. I called my tag agent, the guy I normally use, and he verified, yes, you're good to go. At which point, I was able to bring the title down to the small tag agency that's out here in the middle of nowhere in Byers, Oklahoma. I was able to take it to them, and all is right with the world. It went right through like it's supposed to, and I was able to get my title. So yes, I have a clean and clear Oklahoma title for this car. It was simply a mistake, basically, on New York's part, and the lady at the tag agency had never dealt with anything like this before because, like I said, it's a small tag agency out here. Most of the people going to the tag agency are just getting their tags done. Very few people are coming in with titles from New York or Vermont or California. I have showed up to this little tag agency, and the reason I go there instead of my main guy is because this tag agency is out here, and it takes me an hour to get here from my house. So it's more convenient to go 15 minutes down the street to the tag agency here than it is to basically get in these cars, drive each one of them an hour to the city to get the tag, title, VIN inspection done, then drive them an hour back here, get the next car, drive an hour back. You see what I'm saying? I can go 15 minutes down the street. So they are learning. And they're learning very quickly because I have brought them a ton of vehicles from different states, and they're figuring it out. So no shade at the tag agency. But I guess when she saw that in the system, she thought that this was like some serious problem and that the car could be stolen. I mean, I know a lot of people think, yo, you did it for views. Well, of course, if I make a video, I'm making the video to get views. I don't get paid to make videos that nobody watches. You know what I mean? So, yes, it's for views, but I didn't embellish anything. They told me at that tag agency my title was fake. She believed my title to be fake, and she thought the car might even be stolen. So at the end of the day, I have no complaints. It sucked, and the auction company was willing to give me my money back. But before they would give me my money back, they had to make sure they went through every avenue to get this title situation resolved. And I understand and respect that. I was a little frustrated about it at the time because I just wanted to get these vehicles listed and I want them gone. If you're wondering why I'm selling all of my cars, not all of them, almost all of them, it's for tax write-offs, guys. I had to hold on to all of this stuff, which is about $121,000. I know. All of the cars I have, about $121,000 worth of vehicles out here. Those are tax write-offs, and I had to hold on to all of these until the end of the year. Once January 1st crossed, it's a new year. Now I can sell all of these cars, I get the tax write-off for last year, and now I get to spend more money buying even more content for the channel. What do you say we get this car off the lift? Let's take it for hopefully one last drive before it sells. All right, we're going to take this thing on a quick run, but I am currently in the middle of an auction. I just lost one vehicle that I really wanted. It was like a 1979 Z28 Camaro with an LS swap that was a fire car. I bid that car up to almost $4,000. I think it was $3,800 and change. And it actually went for like $7,000. So, yeah, no, not here. Not me. Not today. I got enough cars that I've overpaid for. So we're going to take this one out, and I think I paid, I don't know, $10,000, $12,000 for this car. I ought to look it up and find out exactly what I paid for it. Let's make sure it wants to fire up. It should. With that starter being fixed, that should solve a lot of problems. Oh yeah. Like a dream, baby. All right, let's get on the road. take her for a drive, man. Again, it's not a fast car. It's a 351 Cleveland with a 4-barrel, not a 2-barrel, a 4-barrel. And I mean, it'll get down the road just fine, but it's not fast. I don't want anybody buying this car thinking it's some kind of a speed demon fast car or whatever. It is not. But it'll get out of its own way just fine. Speedometer is accurate now that I changed the wheels and tires. I don't know how well you can see the speedometer there, but it is accurate now. And as you can hear, it goes down the road nice and quiet. Heater works, all lights and signals work. It's smooth as butter. Transmission shifts through the gears properly. Really just a good old car, man. And that's what it is, a good old car. It's not perfect, but it's in damn good shape. It looks mean going down the road, and it always gets looks everywhere it goes. I mean, you just don't see these things riding around anymore. And while I understand this 73 isn't exactly what everybody's looking for, and if they are looking for a 73, they're wanting that fastback style, the one that's got that slanted roof. And, you know, that makes this one just kind of a little undesirable. It's the ugly duckling. Nobody wants it. Well, I do, and I don't mind holding on to it as long as I need to, until hopefully eventually the right person comes along and sees its value and decides they're going to buy it and hopefully drive it. Keep it on the road. Don't park it. Use it. Enjoy it. That's what these things were meant to be used for. All right, get her back on the road and get her back to the house. I think we're about done with this video. That answers your questions, I hope. The starter is fixed properly, not hacked together with a bolt with silicone shoved in it. It's installed the right way, so the car will start every time like it's supposed to. The title is resolved. We've got this car ready to go. Now, just in case you're interested in the car, let me show you a couple things. The horn works like it's supposed to. What about the windshield wipers? Well, yep, they work too. Wipe washer, the wipe washer actually works. I was not aware that the wipe washer worked. I don't think I've ever tried that. There's different speeds. That should be off. There you go. So yes, the windshield wipers work. Yes, this old school radio even works. It takes a minute to boot up. Yeah, it's slow to boot up. As you can see, I'm turning the volume and it's doing nothing. It's a digital radio. I better turn that off. But it does work. It does turn up and down. All the functions work. Heater, turn it to heat. Turn this over to defrost. And bingo, it even comes out the vent that it's supposed to come out of, guys. You have a defroster with hot heat power. Steering works like it's supposed to. Headlights, even the brights. I know you can't see anything, but it all works. Fuel gauge works. It's all there, and it all works like it's supposed to, guys. It's just a good car. And yeah, I'm talking it up. Of course I am, because it's my car, and I'm proud of the damn thing. Here, listen to that. No binding up of the starter, nothing. It fires up just like it's supposed to. Sounds damn good, man. Sounds damn good. I'm gonna miss this car. I daily drove this thing for quite a while, and I really enjoyed my time with it. But obviously, I've got an entire yard full of cars here, guys. So many people get mad. They watch my videos and they get mad at me. They're like, I can't believe you're getting rid of the Mustang. I can't believe you're getting rid of the Firebird. I can't believe you're selling the Grand National. Well, guys, it's kind of what I do on the channel. It shouldn't be any surprise to you guys. I mean, this is what I've been doing for years now. We buy cars, we play with them, we enjoy them, and when I'm done with them, we sell them, because I can't drive all of these cars. Right now, my car count, I think, Monkey Wrench Mike came down here and he counted, I think he said 17 total. I have 17 cars right now, guys. I cannot possibly drive all of these cars. So I think it's appropriate to end the video right here in the car. If you're interested in the Mustang, it is up for sale at Copart. It unfortunately only went for like $6,500, and it's not going to happen, guys. I understand I'm not going to get $24,000 out of it. I can't believe that the place that sold it got $24,000, but they legit did. This car actually sold for $24,000. It's not worth $24,000. But I see absolutely no reason why this car shouldn't bring somewhere close to 15. Easily, it should be able to bring close to 15. I'm thinking somewhere between $12,000 and $15,000 for this. That is very fair. You're getting a sharp-looking car that leaks nothing, drives perfectly. You can jump in it and go. And I understand money's tight for a lot of people. A lot of people don't have that kind of money laying around, and a lot of loan companies aren't going to loan you money for a 1973 Mustang. I get it. I just hope that it brings that, because if it doesn't, well, I guess I'm going to have to keep it, because there's no way in hell I'm going to let this, there's no way. I will not let this car go for $6,500. So here's what I'm doing with all of the cars that I'm currently selling, and I'll put a link to all of them below. But for all the cars I'm currently selling, I'm selling them through Copart first. That gives you guys an opportunity to bid on them and win them, but I'm not giving them away. They're for sale, not on sale. In fact, I think my prices are very reasonable for every one of my cars. The Grand National, I brought the low down on that to $23,000. I paid $24,000, and believe it or not, you can go out there and start it now. It stays running like it's supposed to. It's running fine. The same thing with the Firebird. I think I paid, I don't know, I don't remember what I paid for the Firebird, but it only brought $2,900, and the guy was like, I'm firm. I'm not going above $2,900 on the Firebird. And it's like, are you serious? I'm pretty sure I paid $5,000, something like that, for that car. I had to have it shipped too, so maybe it was $4,000 and $1,000 shipping. I don't know, but either way, that is a nice 91 Firebird, very original formula with the 5.0, runs and drives great, and it doesn't sell. And this is the problem with buying the cars that I like for the channel. I like them. You guys enjoy them too. The views did really well on all of these cars. So obviously we love the cars. The problem is there's not enough people out there that have the money to buy them, or that even have the interest in buying them. Most people threw these cars away, you know, 5-10 years after they were made, and nobody's really interested in owning them anymore. At least that's the way it seems to me. It's really sad. I love owning them, but I can't drive them all, guys, and there's no reason for me to hold on to every one of these. These cars are money. This is money that could be used to make new content. There's only so much content I'm going to get out of these old cars that actually run and drive really well. There's not much content there. I buy them because I enjoy them. I buy them because I like sharing my experience buying them with you guys, and you seem to enjoy that as well. The unfortunate thing, though, is it just doesn't seem like when it comes time to sell them that this is going to be profitable. If I'm going to lose $4,000 or $5,000 on each vehicle, I cannot continue doing these old vehicles, because I am actually losing a lot of money. So anyway, you guys get first dibs on these vehicles. Links to all of the cars that are currently for sale at Copart are below this video. Go check them out. And if you're interested, feel free to bid on them as much as you're comfortable bidding. After Copart, if they do not sell through Copart, I'm going to sell them through a dealer-only auction. I'll probably relist them at ACV, because they did well. They all sold on ACV to me. And there were people bidding against me on ACV, which tells me that if I relist them through ACV auctions, I can probably get most of my money back. I'm doing this to give you guys an opportunity, my subscribers the opportunity, to get them before they go off to an auction where you will not have access to them. I love it when subscribers end up with one of my cars. I love to see pictures of the delivery. I love you guys messaging me in Instagram Messenger or sending me an email saying, hey, I bought your car, man. I love it. It's exactly as described. Thank you. I'm so happy with it. That stuff just makes my day. But unfortunately, I can't give these cars away. So this is we probably got 2 or 3, I'm holding up 5 fingers, 2 or 3 more times running through Copart before I have to ship these off to a different auction company, guys. So get in while you can, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.